What's going on, guys? In this video, I want to talk about something that I get asked all the time by so many people, all my DMs, my Twitter DMs, my Instagram DMs, basically all the time. I hear this all the time. How to get my first client without any experience or case studies. So I have two different offers that I like to offer when I had no case studies, I had no testimonials, I had no experience. We've all been there. So without further ado, let's get into how I would get my first client with no experience and no case studies. Let's get it. Yo, what's going on, guys? So as I said, in this video, we're going to be talking about how to get your first client with no experience and no case studies, all right? This is a question that I get a lot all the time. So if you're a beginner right now with no past experience, no case studies, and no testimonials from any past clients, just like we all were, then this is for you. Now, before we get into it, it is 1000% possible for you to sign your first client with no experience within the next 30 days. Just like I did it, and I've taught so many other people how to do it as well, okay? But first things first, we have to fix that mindset and understand that it is doable, all right? All you have to do is follow the directions that I'm going to be giving you in a few minutes, all right? We have guys in our Lead Gen Accelerator program who all started with no case studies, and now they're on their way to 10K a month in the next few months. So here are a few examples. Hussein signed his first client within 2 weeks of joining. Elliot signed his first client within a month. Terrell signed his first client within like 3 weeks. Elvis signed his first client within like a couple weeks or 1 month, and so on. We have so many examples, all right? This is just to show you that this is possible, all right? Now, let's get right into it. Now, there are a couple of different routes that you can take when it comes to getting your first client. Number one is the performance-based route, and number two is the free to paid route, all right? Let's start with number one, which is the performance-based route. So basically what the performance-based route does is it helps to de-risk your offer in the eyes of your client, all right? Because when you're first starting out, you don't have any past experience, you don't have any testimonials. So what you have to do is you have to reduce the amount of risk that your client or your potential client is taking by working with you. All right, so this is how you do this. This is what your offer would look like. It'll be something like, we'll help you book 5 to 10 sales calls with who their ICP is on a pay per show basis, meaning we only charge for qualified leads who show up to the sales call. All right. And then when you get on a call with them, you charge them like $300 monthly tech fee plus $300 per call booked. But this is an ideal situation. Okay. And there are going to be some prospects who will want to see past clients you've worked with and past case studies as well. So in that case, we're going to go with route number two, which is the free to the paid route. All right. Now, this route is actually what it sounds like. All right. You work for free at first, and then you start to get paid later when you've proven that you could provide value. All right. This may seem like an uphill battle for beginners and hard to do because, who wants to do work without getting paid? But I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. That is the cost of becoming great at something. All right. And being able to charge higher prices later down the road. All right. Everyone has done it. All the people that I know who are successful with this done it. I did it. And if you're serious about making this work, you would not mind working for free to prove that you could actually do what you could say you do. Think about it this way. Why would someone pay you for something that you've never done? It's just a theory in your head right now. You need to prove your competence by actually getting results for people. All right. So this is how you're going to structure that offer. We will get you 5 free qualified sales calls in exchange for a testimonial. All right. You get them the 5 leads, and then they're going to keep working with you. That's when you have two options. You upsell them and get them on a retainer for like 2 to 3K a month. Or number two, you get them on a pay per call, which is going to be around $350 to $500 per call that you book them. Now, with number one, the pros are that you have steady income coming in. But with number two, the pros are that you'll have potential to make much more money each month, but income can also be unstable at times depending on the results that you get. So I've had clients with both. I can tell you that I've made a lot of money with number two because pay per call, when I book my clients like 15 to 20 calls in a month, I can make like $5,000, $7,000, even $10,000 a month from that one client. But having that consistent retainer is nice as well because I don't have to stress. Okay. And I also want to say I literally worked for free for my first clients for a few months. And I also want to say I literally worked for free for my first client for a few months before I even got my first paid one. Most successful agency owners that I know also worked for free to get testimonials when they first started out. So don't think that you could just skip the steps. Don't think that you could just skip the steps. All right. Don't think that. Put the work in a couple of years, you could live life on your own terms. Now, if you want the exact step-by-step roadmap on exactly how you can get your first client in 30 days, I actually created a program specifically for beginners who aren't ready for our accelerator program yet, called Lead Gen U. All right. It's going to walk you through the exact steps that you're going to take to get your first client in the next 30 days. I'll link it in the description below so that you guys can check it out, and I will see you in the next video.